Hello and welcome to another Boys in Gold podcast. I'm Ricky.
I'm Jordan.
Today we're talking about our first loss against New England.
Yep, first loss of the season. Can't win them all.
Yeah, and it sucks because we were probably due for a tie there. That was a decent.
I mean, you called it. You said you felt we were going to lose.
Yeah,
we did.
I said we were going to lose, so I guess I shouldn't do that much. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty decent as far as defense goes. We were defending kind of like the same way that we did with the Red Bulls.
Yeah, I think we defended fine. That was probably the only thing we did well in that game.
Yeah, they gave us the ball a lot, and we didn't know what to do with it. We didn't have any finishers.
Yeah, that game really highlighted that we really need a striker.
We need somebody up there to help. I know that Schaffelberg, Hani, and Fafa Pico, I believe that he's going to score soon. So they can do something, but I mean, for the most part, we need somebody dedicated to that.
Yeah. Yeah, you need the guy up front that can let our wide wingers be playmakers and not have to do everything themselves, basically.
Yeah, we can't depend on Schafferberg, Hani the whole time.
Yeah, eventually he's going to give out.
Yeah.
He's been carrying us for 2 seasons. Probably longer than that.
And now we can see how much we miss Aníbal Godoy and Randall Leal.
Yeah, definitely both of them are big ones to be missing, but I think especially we're missing Leal right now.
Yeah.
We didn't have them in last week's game against Montreal either, but we looked fine without them, and so I was a little optimistic going into this one, and even more so when I saw that Carlos Hill wasn't playing.
Yeah.
The 2021 MVP. So I was a little extra optimistic going into this one. I think I predicted a draw, but seeing no Carlos Hill on the team sheet, I was confident. And then 4 minutes in, Dan Lovitz right in front of the goal, wide open, about 10 feet wide. Yeah, and then it went down the drain.
Yeah. We had a couple of counterattacks. We had I think in the 9th minute, Joe saved one immediately to a Hani counter, and Schaffelberg almost scoring there. That was early in the game. It made me optimistic for the rest of the game, but it just kind of was stagnant after that.
Yeah, I will say Lovitz did immediately make up for that shot on the other end because Mayer had a mistake and got dribbled past.
Yeah.
And Lovitz covered that, thankfully.
So we can see we had another start from Bunbury. CJ Sapon came in and he wasn't as energetic as I thought he would be, or as energetic as he's been when he comes in the other games. But I really didn't see. I mean, we can't really depend on Bunbury or CJ. I mean, we need somebody actually being, a striker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're four games in. Bunbury started all of them and hasn't scored yet. He had a stretch last season where he scored 4 straight, I think. Yeah. Thankfully, because CJ was having an off year. But, I mean, our only options right now are Bunbury, CJ, and Zubak.
Yeah. I don't know if Zubak has started for Huntsville in the preseason. We had Panico start in the preseason over there. Yeah. So I don't know how all that works as far as us sending people down there or whatever. I know it can't be that easy to just swap out, for the weekend. But I'm glad that they're getting some play time.
I mean, it very well could be with affiliate clubs.
Yeah. They did say that we are pretty much the first team is the priority. So.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. I hope everything goes well over there. We develop more players and everything, but we definitely want to see people come up and try out people from down there.
Yeah, so one of my first observations in the game was the ref was calling a lot of very soft fouls.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have it marked down. In the first 6 minutes alone, there were 2 soft fouls to New England's favor and 1 in our favor. Yeah. So, like, at least he wasn't, like, favoring one team, it didn't feel like, but a lot of the calls just... You gotta let the game flow sometimes.
Yeah. And Muil immediately got a yellow card. Like, it didn't... I think it's the 20th minute or something.
I have it marked as the 21st.
21st, yeah. I mean, that's... Why? Why that early? It wasn't even hard.
20 minutes in is fine at that point.
Yeah.
It's like it's usually like the first 5 minutes you typically don't. But then that was...
But it was
what was it? McCarty against Red Bulls. Got not red carded. Got yellow carded in like the 3rd minute. Yeah, it wasn't very eventful for the first like almost 30 minutes. 27th minute was the first like real chance New England had a shot go high. And that was I think his name was Bo. He ended up scoring in the second half.
Scored, yeah.
Yeah, he was like...
They were coming through...
He was all over us. Because that shot went high. Of course, we took a goal kick. And less than a minute later, they shot again. Same guy. Luckily, it was straight at Joe. So all he had to do was just be in the way. But
yeah, I mean, all the attacks were coming from that side, from the left side. And that's where he ended up scoring on the... What was it, 50-something minute?
I have it marked as 53rd,
Yeah. Now, the thing is that when he scored, it was a very tight, it's something that you kind of expect Joe to go for, like to always cover just because it's your end.
You never want to be beaten at your near post.
Yeah. But, I mean, very tight.
Yeah, I mean, that was... It kissed the inside of the the post going in. Like, that was just a ridiculous shot.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
if they're making
hands up, great goal there. So.
Yeah. They had to go through all that, and our defense kept them from scoring. I mean, it was 1-0. It's not really like a blowout or anything like that.
No.
The pitch was horrible. Gary calls it a plastic pitch.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. It just, Gary was saying how the ball bounces all weird.
I was kind of half watching the game, half doing something else at the time.
Yeah.
So
it's just a weird pitch. They're used to it because they play in it all the time, but people don't like it. I mean, there's complaints all over.
It's a football stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, and even football, they don't like it.
Oh.
It's just weird. I don't know why they don't do something. I'm guessing that if they were to replace it, they would rather get their own stadium first.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, 34th minute was our first and really only chance. Off of a corner, Zimmerman's header, off of the post.
Oh man, that was close.
Yeah.
That was so close.
Now that I think about it, our only real chance of the game.
Yeah.
I have it marked as our first, but I don't have anything else marked for a chance.
Well, later on in the game, and I was listening to the guys from Club and Country, they were saying that there was a PK that was not reviewed, or possible PK on Zimmerman. They swept the leg or something like that, and they didn't even review it. They just went to the other side and they were doing a counterattack. They kind of just forgot about it. So yeah, well, they didn't even tell them to go check it or anything. It's just I didn't see any other angles or anything like that. But I mean,
yeah, I vaguely remember seeing something that looked questionable, but
yeah,
we're recording this like 3 days after the game.
Right.
We're a little later than usual, so I don't
happy birthday, honey.
Yeah, Mukhtar's birthday. He's like, what, 28, 27, something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm about to turn 27, so that makes me feel old. Or like, not old, but...
That's not old.
What am I doing with my life,
Look at Honey. He got the MLS MVP last year. What did you get?
What am I doing? Level 90 in Final Fantasy 14. Let's go.
There you go.
But anyway, halftime, possession wasn't as bad as I expected. It was 56-44.
Yeah, we actually had the ball more than they did.
No, it was 56 New England.
Oh, I thought
44 us. I'm saying 44 is more than we usually have.
Right.
We outshot them like crazy in the first half. We had double the shots and double shots on goal. New England had four shots, 1 on goal. Nashville had 8 shots, 2 on goal. They also said that we are like, Nashville is joint third favorites to win the MLS Cup this season.
Yeah, they said that. But now that
wishful thinking. I mean, I'll
take it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I 100% agree, but
I mean, if you put us, so the way that they determine that is if you put all these teams into, you know, in what is going to be the MLF's playoff system or whatever. I mean, we do have a chance. You know, there's a chance that LA doesn't make it. There's a chance that we make it all the way. I mean, anybody can get it.
I mean, it's all gonna depend on seeding. I think we screwed ourselves last season in the playoffs
for sure
by beating LAFC on the last day, because that put it to where we were facing Galaxy in the first round, and that's who knocked us out.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna heavily depend on where we place and where everyone else places.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Now in the power rankings, we dropped to 9th. I mean, we were 4th, I think, last week, and just went all the way down to 9th just because we got beat. But hey,
that's
St.
a little
Louis,
crazy to me because we've still only conceded 1 goal in 4 games.
And you see St. Louis and Atlanta doing pretty good.
Yeah, I thought St. Louis would be good because of their goalkeeper, Roman Berkey. Because I mean, I've known about him for a while. I forget exactly which team, but he played at a team in Germany for a long time. I think it was Dortmund actually. So like, second best team in Germany was their starting goalkeeper for a while. So I figured they'd be solid defensively, but
they're
4 wins in 4. They're doing something right.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. And then Atlanta with Almada.
Yeah,
Almada. I don't know, man. He's probably gonna stay until the summer. We'll see what happens then.
Yeah, kid's bound for Europe, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, into the second half, New England had a pretty big chance almost immediately in just the 48th minute. 2 of their players ended up running into each other, like in the box, and screwing up their shot.
Oh, yeah.
It ended up being called back for offside anyway, but I thought it was funny they ran into each other.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that was like, oh, they're having trouble communicating. Like, exploit that. But then 5 minutes later, Bo scores on the near post.
Yeah. There was I don't remember when it was, but Bunbury and Hani kind of clashed. Like they were, I think Hani was trying to take the ball and Bunbury kind of kept it, and something happened there. There was no communication, and then they took it from us. That was one of the chances. I missed that. That was one of the things that I was seeing. Bunbury was kind of lost the whole game. It was just kind of, I don't know.
I feel like our entire front line was lost that game. Nobody really showed up.
I mean, Schaffelberg didn't get to to his runs on time. It's just odd. I don't know. They were somehow disrupting our game, or we were just not in the game.
I'm unsure why Pico didn't start, but I liked him being a late game sub.
Yeah.
With the pace that he's got.
Yeah, that's a lot of speed at the end.
Running against like tired defenders.
Yeah.
So I was hoping we could get something out of that, but he came in at the 62nd minute for Muil.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Bunbury was subbed out for CJ. Ended up being not enough. We did see the debut of our new defensive midfielder, though.
Oh, yeah. Gregus. Yeah, he was announced early. I guess it was the day before. It
was just a day or two before the game.
Yeah, but he had been with us in the preseason. Apparently, he'd been.
I did see something about that.
Yeah,
somebody training with our guys.
Yeah, they didn't say the name, but he was there. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad that everything worked out for this game, and I'm excited to see him more. I did see some.
We signed a foreigner.
Yeah, we signed a Slovakian. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what he got. Hopefully, he gives us a little bit more depth. I know that McCarty and McCarty's doing well. As far as being healthy, he's healthy.
Yeah.
he's doing okay. He's holding up the mid right now, the middle of the field right now. But we'll see when Godoy gets back. Gary keeps saying that it was not it was not as bad as they thought, but he's been out 3 games now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was the only thing about Grey Goose, which we're probably mispronouncing his name, but that's the only thing that kind of worries me about him signing him, is that could be indicative that Godoy's going to be out longer than we thought.
Right. And also another thing is that I just saw that in the Panama team they didn't tell him to go for the Nation Leagues. He was not fit on time.
Haven't heard anything about Leal though, have we?
No, I saw him. He posted a video of him training. That's all.
Well,
it was a lower. I think it said lower body injury, but they didn't really specify. We definitely need both of them back. I'm just ready for the summer now. For the summer.
The transfer window.
The transfer window. Yeah. We need to get something going. Yeah. We definitely, forwards are a priority. We'll see what happens with the mid with Gregos.
I mean, we're fine in the mid right now.
Yeah.
We didn't even need him, but I mean, I'll take all the people we can get, as long as they're able to perform when we need them to.
Yep.
That's all I ask. So,
yeah.
Anybody that can, sure, fine. But we've got a very solid defensive midfield, but not a lot going forward.
Yeah.
Our wings are strong. Our attacking mid / center forward section is good. I mean, that's where Mukhtar plays. He's the only thing that's holding that together. But then there's just no one for him to play off of other than the wingers.
I'm really interested to see what we do against in the Leagues Cup and the Open Cup. We just don't have that much depth.
Yeah, I mean, the Leagues Cup showcase we had last season against Club America, we played all depth players. We even pulled some loaned out players back for one night to play in that match.
We end up doing okay.
It was our reserves versus their reserves, but
basically.
But
well, they had. So I think somebody pointed out that some of the players had the numbers in their
triple digit numbers.
They triple digits. Yeah. That meant that they were like reserves of the reserve.
Well, that means they're youth players.
They're youth players. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, first loss behind us. It was going to happen eventually. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Moving on to the Cincinnati, Nashville.
Yeah, but it's Cincinnati hate week.
Yeah.
Let's put another 6 past them like we did last time.
I think they call it the Dirty River Derby.
I haven't heard that.
I don't know. Whatever it's called. But apparently Gary's in. He said that this is a derby. Taylor Washington, he knows for sure how much Cincinnati sucks. And so.
Yeah, Nashville posted like some stats that this rivalry has spanned 2 leagues, 2 conferences, and as of this weekend, 5 stadiums.
Man.
So that'd be Cincy's old USL Stadium and their current MLS Stadium, and then us with First Tennessee Park, Nissan Stadium, and now Geodis.
Yeah, but we need to pull out a win on this one. I think we definitely need it.
Kind of a must-win, I think, especially for a lot of Nashville fans. If we lose to Cincinnati, it's going to be bad.
Oh man!
I've been saying I've said it at least once or twice that I really don't like that they're good all of a sudden.
Yeah, man. Leave it to what was it, Chicago? They were in the lead 3-1, and then they concede 2 goals at the end. Man, that. I was already bummed out about Nashville losing, and then I see that they're coming back.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you have a competent striker.
Man.
Brandon Vasquez is having pretty good season he did last season too.
Yeah, they still got Brenner.
He's kind of single-handedly saving them.
Yeah.
Pretty much what Mukhtar's doing for us. Though we actually have some backup for him this season, a little bit. Could use more.
Yeah, I heard that their defense is getting a little bit more competent. Their coach actually has a plan, and they got strikers. I mean,
but they still have terrible chili.
their chili sucks.
I don't like chili anyway, so. Cincinnati Hate Week, we got them at home this week. Hopefully a win. Last time, I think it was the last time we played them. It's the last time we saw it live, at least.
Yeah.
Was at Cincinnati. We beat them 6-3.
Man. That was an amazing game.
Yeah.
So, apparently, Ake Loma didn't score against anybody, but he scored against Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was his first goal for us.
Yeah.
And then he scored against Louisville in the Open Cup. I think that's the only goals he got for us.
Basically. Man.
One league goal and then one cup goal.
Yeah, I haven't checked back on him. I need to go see what's up with him.
Hopefully staying in Mexico.
All right, any closing thoughts?
Beat Cincinnati.
Let's beat Cincinnati. Yeah, for sure. We need that win. We need to get back on track and get the whole league. Let's go for the cup.
All of them. Every cup.
Every cup. Follow us on Twitter. We're here on YouTube, Apple, Google, Spotify. If you have any questions or anything, let us know. We'll find out. Thank you for joining us.